To the Most High Yahweh by Shem Yahweh Shai, double honors to the elders and apostles of GMS, we will well, Shalom to the hopeful elect, Shabbat Shalom. It's a Shabbat over here, it's Sabbath over here, excuse me, in the UK. Sundown was 21:21, which is 9:21. But I just wanted to go through Ecclesiastes chapter 11, and I'm going to start at 1. Cast thy bread upon the waters, but thou shalt find it after many days. Give a portion to 7 and also to 8, for thou knowest not what evil shall be upon the earth. So, we hope the Lord is going to come back at the end of the year. We hope the Lord comes back, by next year. We hope the Lord comes back soon, but we don't know, when the Lord's going to come back. So we have to use discretion when going through the world. If the clouds be full of rain, they empty themselves upon the earth, and if the tree fall toward the south or toward the north, in the place where the tree falleth, there it shall be. So the Lord's gonna come back when He's gonna come back. At the end of the day, it is what it is. He that observeth the wind shall not sow, and he that regardeth the clouds shall not reap. So you might think, the Lord's coming back the end of the year, so I was gonna get a house, so I'm not gonna bother getting a house because the Lord's coming back. At the end of the day, do what you're doing. It's all vanity anyway, and nothing outside the control of the Most High. So if He don't want you to be in that situation, you're not gonna be in that situation. A lot of us feel like we have a lot more control than we actually do. I was watching this program Loki, and basically they're dealing with we're talking about the time variance and all of this kind of stuff, and basically everything is supposed to be when it's supposed to be, and there's not really you're not really allowed to deviate from the set time path, and that's how the Lord is. And Esau really like that Loki character where he wants free will, wants to be able to do whatever he wants, without any repercussion, and that's not how the Lord set up. So, you might think, the Lord's coming back. I don't want to get with my woman and have a kid. At the end of the day, if the Lord don't want you to have a child and go through that, because it's gonna be real grievous for you to have a child and be going through Jacob's trouble and all the things that are coming up. At the end of the day, if the Lord don't want you in that lot, you're not gonna be in that lot. At the end of the day, if the Lord wants you in that lot, it's gonna happen to you regardless. So this place is vanity. At the end of the day, our lives are vain. Even preaching is vain to the Lord. As I know it's not what is the way of the Spirit, nor how the bones do grow in the womb of her that is with child. Even so, thou knowest not the works of Yahweh who make a fool. We don't know when the Lord is coming back. I hope the Lord's coming back. I'm hoping that I'm part of those who are hastening the day, because to be honest, I freaking hate it here. I hope the Lord comes back literally now. Even if I was in a situation where I'm doing something I'm not supposed to, and my lot is with everybody else, I'll be glad that this place is over. But you have to use the word as to not abusing it. In the morning sow thy seed, and in the evening withhold not thine hand, for thou knowest not whether shall prosper either this or that, or whether they both shall be alike good. Truly the light is sweet, and a pleasant thing it is for the eyes to behold the sun. So even the small things that we got, we find pleasures in a small thing. You might find a little pleasure in wine, being with your woman. You might find a little pleasure, watching a program, being enlightened, getting in the scriptures. Is all vain to the Lord, but at the end of the day, that's the lot that He's put you in. So enjoy what you can out of it. You want to hasten, you want to hasten the day of the Lord, and you don't know what end it is for you. But if a man live many years and rejoice in them all, yet let him remember the days of darkness, for there shall be many. All that cometh is vanity. So you want to hasten the day of the Lord. You don't know what's gonna happen there, man. At the end of the day, bad times are coming, regardless of whether or not we're hastening or not. And yeah, I want this place to end. I'm not trying to act like I'm in that spirit of, I don't want this place to go because I love Esau being over me and having to wake up at 6 in the morning and go to work. No, 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 no. I friggin' hate this place as much as anyone who's in the scriptures, man. This place is vexing towards me. But at the end of the day, I have to use it because I'm thinking the Lord is gonna come back at the end of the year, and a job that I could have taken to put myself in a better situation for when Jacob's trouble does come, I don't take it because I'm hoping the Lord's gonna come back and now I'm in a worse situation than I otherwise would have been because, I was over righteous. Rejoice, O young man, in thy youth, and let thy heart cheer thee in the days of thy youth, and walk in the ways of thine heart, and in the sight of thine eyes. But know thou that for all these things Yahweh will bring thee into judgment. So yeah, you gotta do what you gotta do. It doesn't mean that you get wicked with it. Just because you know the Lord's gonna come back and this place is finished, don't mean that you go and pop another man's wife or whatever the case may be. Because at the end of the day, regardless of what you do, the Lord is gonna call you into judgment for what you do. So you do have to use discernment. You know, you have to be as wise as a serpent, but you also have to be as harmless as a dove. Therefore, remove sorrow from thy heart and put away evil from thy flesh, for childhood and youth are vanity. So all of this is just vain to the Lord, man. The Lord's like, you know what? Regardless of what you do, it's pointless. It's not gonna affect my plans. Enjoy what little you can enjoy. Because at the end of the day, the Lord's gonna come back when the Lord's gonna come back. It says, Matthew 25:13. Watch therefore, for ye know neither the day nor the hour wherein the Son of Man cometh. For the kingdom of heaven is as a man travelling into a far country, who called his own servants and delivered unto them his goods. And unto one he gave 5 talents, and to another two, and to another one, and to every man according to his several ability, and straightway took his journey. Then he that had received the 5 talents went and traded with the same, and made them other 5 talents. So you have to do what we can do to help and aid a ministry, whether that may be. I had this lovely woman, this beautiful woman. And I'm not saying that in her looks. I meant her soul. She helped me. She gave me a garment. And to be honest, I'm not on the highways and byways like I used to. I wanted to go out with a camp. So I learned the scriptures properly because I didn't want to go out there and look like a fool and get into a situation and I'm perplexed. At the end of the day, is what it is. But you're gonna deal with how many talents the Lord is giving you. I've not been given as many talents as other brothers, and I'm sure I have a better understanding than some brothers. It is what it is. You have to deal with a lot that you've been given, but we hasten the day, but we also have to understand we have to use the world as to not abusing it. Matthew 24:38. For as in the days that were before the flood, they were eating and drinking, marrying and giving in marriage, until the day that Noah entered into the ark, and knew not until the flood came and took them all away. So shall also the Son of Man be. Then shall two be in a field, the one shall be taken, the other left. Two women shall be grinding at the mill, the one shall be taken and the other left. So you don't know when the Lord's coming. And at the end of the day, people are going to be doing what they're going to be doing when they're going to be doing it. And it's not to say you have to be in the same spirit as them, but just because you understand the Lord is coming doesn't mean that you just give up on life and you stop eating and drinking and you just shut yourself off from the world. You just read the scriptures and you just go to bed and no. You might be getting a mortgage or whatever the case may be. Man, get that mortgage. You don't know what's gonna happen to you. It might put you in a better situation for when Jacob's trouble comes. It doesn't mean that you abuse the world, like you go out and you buy a plot of land and you want to set up a Israelite community. I'm not saying to do something like that. You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, you need a roof over your head. You need, excuse me, you need to be able to provide for yourself and your family. So you have to do what you're doing, but you also have to, bear in mind that the Lord is coming back, and all these prophecies are coming to pass. But not all the prophecies are here yet. Jacob's trouble isn't here. World War III hasn't started yet. We can see the beginnings of it. This is like the beginning of the end. We're not in the middle. We're not towards the end. It's not got nowhere near as bad as it's gonna be, because there's still some semblance of normalcy going on. So that this is just the beginning of sorrows. So just I'm not saying this to undermine anyone. To be honest, I hope the Lord does come back at the end of the year, but we don't know when the Lord is gonna come back. That's above my pay grade. If anyone else knows when the Lord's gonna come back, please enlighten me. You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, you know, you have to use wisdom and discretion when dealing with this place, because just just being here is depressing, man. If you can get a little joy out of it, while you're waiting for the Lord, then do that, because at the end of the day, the Lord's giving that onto you, and you're not gonna do outside the realm. You're not gonna do anything outside of the realm of expectation that the Lord's put on you. You're not gonna go beyond what the Lord has put on you, basically. If you think you're gonna pop your woman and you're gonna have a kid, at the end of the day, if the Lord don't want you to have a child, you're not gonna have one. If the Lord don't want you to have this, you're not gonna have it. So just enjoy, and don't think too much about it, because at the end of the day, you don't know when the Lord is coming back, man. Because you're gonna think He's coming back one day, and you plan everything, and then it don't happen, and that's why even the elders talk about people thinking that the year 2000, the Lord was gonna come back, and He didn't, and people fell out. You it's a marathon at the end of the day, and even the scriptures talk about it being a marathon. The race isn't given to the swift, so you have to bear with it for the long run. This is just testing your faith and your patience. I'm hastening. I'm praying that the Lord destroy this place, because this place just disgusts me. But at the end of the day, I have to have another mindset. I have to be mindful that I don't know when the Lord is gonna come back. All I can do is hasten. I don't understand the Lord's mind. I don't know what He's gonna do. So I'm hoping other brothers are in the right spirit, and you don't be over righteous and thinking, oh, I'm gonna sell everything because the Lord's coming back, and then now you're homeless, and Jacob's trouble is even worse for you now because you made the wrong move, at the beginning of it. So yeah, Shabbat Shalom. All praise to the Most High Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai, the honest that I was an apostle of Jim as well. Shalom to the elect.